right, all right. Buenos dias, everybody. Travis, can you hear me? Let's get going, everybody. We have a bunch of up
You
and
just
down.
fine, Mark.
Yeah, a bunch of up and down here. We had a wonderful trading yesterday, so I guess we have to wait a little bit this morning. I have a little bit of resistance here on 945 here coming. So I might wait to see if they punch it up first. Gray division to gray division, if it's possible. I might go out of this trade here for a break even or a profit. I don't like trading before the open.
Order filled.
Okay, I got my $26 there. Let's see what happened. I was short. Let's see what happens. I think also if the market goes down today, we are going to break yesterday's lows, Travis. Okay.
You think so, huh? I was kind of looking at this. I mean, we're red dash to red dash, so I was kind of looking at that bottom red dash at 700 to be strong support. I don't know if it'll break through that.
I can see that with the 9 open right there. We can. It's to tell you the truth. I think they are waiting to see what's the geopolitical thing is going to happen. Are we going to attack Iran or not? Is it going to be a long thing? Is it going to be a short thing? Is it going to be like, I think it's going to be a lot of waiting to see if we pound Iran or not. And of course, the problem is I was reading, let's change this. I was reading that the Chinese and the Russian participated in exercising the choke point of the Strait of Hormuz yesterday. So there's a little bit of tension there. So I mean, I think that the market is trying to assess, the oil market is trying to assess as well. Does that make sense?
It does. That makes perfect sense. Certainly, if news comes out of that, that would certainly be a catalyst to bring us below yesterday's low.
Mm-hmm.
No question.
Good morning, everyone on YouTube. Your likes, comments are appreciated. If you liked our trade yesterday, it was really good. We had one trade, 200 points, got stopped on 2 and re-enter 4, whatever. You can see the feed and finished very well. Then I went to drop my taxes and everything was well. So I had a short there and I want to see there, like the tap is not very hot, Travis. What am I missing?
Oh, it's still weak.
Yeah, see, I should have stayed in my short, guys. And it's going fast, this short. It's coming a little bit like yesterday where, look, we are breaking through the 6 p.m., going straight to the power indicator, red institutional zones now. I had that short just before the open. What a shame. I should have just reduced it. What's the open now? We're looking at this
809.
812.
809 on the NQ. Yep.
They went to the division of the indicator, see the tail, and it's trying to hold. Let's see what happens now. Are they rejecting from there? Are they going towards the high draw, towards this 900? Let's see what happens now. So we just retested the open, moment of truth.
Yeah, I like it for a short. Oh, there it goes.
Let's see what happens.
The only thing I don't like is the red dashes right there. Like I said, you know, at 700. I mean, it's if we can catch a move down from here to 700, that'd be, you know, 75-point move. But not a lot of space in between there.
Let's see what happens. We have not even reached the open range yet.
Yeah, no, we're only 2 minutes from the open.
Very good trades yesterday. Very good trade last week. Just let's go slow, guys. You know, if this market tanks, it's going to tank to the 24,200, 23,009. So you have all the time in the world to get in a short, guys. So the key is to not be chopped and be squeezed at the open, taking the short too prematurely. Does that make sense, everybody? Give me a quick yes, no on the stream. You see what I mean, Travis? If we do go down, we have so much space on the downside. So you don't need to rush the getting in. You need to get in and make sure it's correct.
Yeah.
And right now, we have a little bit of a down bias here at the 940. But if we pass this 940, 975, I'm not taking no short. So right now, I want to see how we behave here. 900, 940 on the top. I want to see also the ES. Is the ES going to play this range red dash to red dash here? Look, it's holding the power indicator division here. Is it playing red dash to red dash on the ES? If that's the case, I don't want to be coming too early because you have plenty of time. You see, when you see that you have such a wide distance from the power indicator institutional zone at let's call it the 700. You have so much space from the 700 to the 24.1 to the 23.9. It's almost 1,000 points. You know, you don't need to rush. All you need is to be right. You know, you don't need to rush. Have you seen yesterday? I was waiting and waiting and waiting, and boom, 200 points. You know, so I prefer waiting and seeing because, like here, you have a little bit of a consolidation happening now between the power indicator 754 and this 828. Well, I want to see. It's not even 845. It's not even the open range now. Don't have to rush, guys. That's how it is, and that's how you make money in this thing. It's better to do 1 to 3 trades a day and be done. And the sooner the better, so you can go at the gym and not stare at the screen. When you do trades past 12 o'clock, your returns are diminishing in time, in stress, in capital depletion, and in high probability trades. If you understand that early in your career, you have a more chance to make money and more chance to be focused and less stress. That's it. Yeah, because the way I see it is, Travis, the way I see it right now is we go here, we go here. Oh, we break the red dash, we retest the break dash, and we go. So this would be my entry point here, guys, or this would be my entry point here. I'm telling you in an ideal world of what I see with the power indicator right now. Does that make sense on the stream? Yes or no? One is the squeeze to the resistance and rejection. The second one is we go straight down, we retest the institutional at 680, 700, and I have my green light to the 200. Is everybody clear on the stream? Yes or no? Everything in between is going to be dangerous, guys. This 200 points, there is going to be dangerous. You could be chop suey And as you can see on the 1 minute chart, you are already being chop suey with an ATL increasing at 26 points a minute. Now, I cannot see the volume indicator. Volume indicators going up, net buyers so far. I was trying to figure this one out. We have Bitcoin about to break 67,000 here. Bitcoin about to break down. So we are confirming the risk off where people are looking for shorts, guys. People are looking for shorts on resistance, or people are looking for continuation short. So I showed you the 2 points, the choke points that I'm looking. Here, scenario 1A, scenario B would be the best entries. In between is going to be a little dangerous. Maybe the 850, 900 area could be interesting. Let's see what's happening on Stockland. Pump.com down, AMD down. AMD down a lot this morning. Intel down. What's up? Riot, Palantir, but Palantir, it's not really. Coinbase a little bit. It's very mixed here so far. Very mixed. Here we go. Here we go. That's the candle that the short, the people who got short pre-market, see, all those guys that got short here since 9 a.m., they are getting killed here. You got to be patient here. I'm trying to give you the scenario before they happen with the tools so you can see them more clearly. Short rejection at 980, 25,020, or short continuation done, rejection of that block here, going to the power indicator institution at 706, cross retest 706, 720, reject. This is a little better. Also, you need to have an eye on the intranet range, the Asia high, the Asia low. The Asia low is right on our red dash this morning, is 708. So what's the Asia, the London low, 800. What's the Asia high, 840. So 800, 840, right? So I'll put a bar at 840 somewhere. That's Asia right there that is being rejected. That's Asia high being rejected. And then we have our 944 red dash. The red dash are really aligned this morning with a lot of intranet sessions. That's interesting to me. Look at the volume indicator. Travis is like straight up for some reason.
Yeah. Had some resistance there, or some support there at the zero line, and on top of that.
Well, there's net buyers coming right there with higher lows. So I'm waiting. I showed you the 2 points where you have the highest probability of making the most money. It's going to be 843, number one, which is Asia high. Number two, it's going to be the push all the way to 980, 25,025, rejection of the division and the institutional power indicator. Or it's a straight continuation with a reject at 720, 700 that we take. Those are the highest probability. Now, if you want to chase that long, chase that long. I don't want to chase that long. I want to see what happened on the other side of the red dash, which means that if you look here on the ES, I want to see at this 6,900, 6,905, what's going to happen. So, I mean, it could be a good long for the people who are scalper. I don't want to look for the long. I want to see if they reject short. Okay? And this is how I got my 200 points yesterday, guys. My 200-point trade. This is how I got it yesterday. And you can see last week there was a 100 points. I mean, I don't say that I do that every trade and every week. It's just the way I'm thinking is I want to do less trade, be done by 12, and to look for a liquidity grab a sweep on the power indicator on the top side or the bottom side, or a retest, so that I can do the trade. And that's how you do great trades. And you have less stress as well. So far, they are grabbing higher. If they push that 840 here, that 850, they might go to the A point. So let's see. It's not even open range so far. The power trend box is positive on ES and SPY so far. Here we go. We are attacking above the open and above the Asia. Are we going to 7 a.m. now? We'll see. It's very, very powerful, guys. So far, we have some fuel. The power indicator net buyers are here. You have an increase on the ATR line. ATR range is at 33 points a minute, so you got to take small sizes.
The trend box on NQ also just flipped up there on that push.
Do you have a report coming that could?
There's nothing for the rest of the day today for equities.
Yeah, tomorrow. Jobless claim. Well, let's see. So far, they are drawing towards the 900, 950 to the 25K. That's where I want to see if the sellers are coming massive or not.
Big sweep off that support resistance point there. It's 860.
Be careful, because at 38 points a minute, they can sweep very, very fast back in the range on the overnight ranges. I have news for you. We just printed the open range. We have not even printed it yet. Yeah, so far we are going to scenario A. Push to resistance and dump. I mean, it was a good long day, I'll tell you the truth. Nah, I don't like red to red dashes, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, it's hard to gauge in between.
Yeah.
Better to see a clear push one way or the other and then a retest. We'll say, though, if we stay below 900, that'll be lower highs from the overnight high or pre-market high.
Well, now I'm looking at the 7 a.m., the 900 with the red dash power indicator on 946. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. We had the pre-market high just above the red dash, made another attempt towards it, kind of retesting the red dash pre-market for a lower high. And now we just made another lower high. Again, if we stay below 900, that will be a lower high.
It's a no-go zone, guys. It's a no-go zones. We are screwing around in the middle of the intranight zones. You are in the middle of the red dash to the red dash power indicator. You're at 50% range. Look at the power calculator, 50-50. It's a no-go zone for me. That's not how you make 200 points. That's not how you make 50 points. That's not how you make 30 points. That's not how you make 100 points. It's a no-go zone for me. So I'll be right back. I'm going to refill water. Travis, take it over, and hopefully we'll do like yesterday. You know, like yesterday, we did one trade, 200 points. Last week, we did few trades, 100 points. I prefer doing 1 to 3 trades and wait. See, like we are re-entering a little bit the Asia session now. Like, hey, here we go. See how fast? I told you, don't chase the long here. See, I told you. So is it the short like here now? That's the thing.
Well, this is just retesting the open now.
The problem here, it's 40 points a minute. So you have to start putting your toes in the water with a micro. You have no choice but putting a micro in first. I am tempted to take the 820.
Order filled.
I'll jab it here. I took the 820 and I'm going to short and I'm going to take only one, 861 stop, which is 75 bucks. And if that's not the trade, we'll go later. I'll be right back. I'm going to pick up some water. Travis, can you manage my trade? I mean, manage the conversation. I'll be right back.
Trend is all back down again on the NQ. It's actually down on ES now too. Well, sideways on ES. It's going back and forth sideways to down. This is at the open price of the ES as well. So like I said, we did make that lower high on the NQ on the 5-minute chart. So now if it stays below 860, that'll be more lower highs. So a break above 875 would negate those lower highs. And then we could see a push up towards the red dash and possibly a break above it. So we'll see if it gets back to 860. That'll be a key point there.
Okay, we are back. So let's see what happens. Is it going to reject this 850 area? I'm wondering if my stop loss is a little too tight, guys. Travis.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's the ATR is really wide. I will say that we are rejecting overnight VWAP right now, which is 830.
I'm going to push my stop loss up. I know you guys don't like that, but I don't care. I'm going to push it to 900 for now. So 900 would put me at where? It would put me at $158 of risk, which is fun. It's only 1 micro, guys. I just want to assess the range. The truth is my stop loss should be here at 25,020. If it goes back above 850, it's kind of invalidating the reason I got in. It's holding the open as well, yeah?
Yeah, holding the open. I was saying this 860 here is the validation point because that'll negate the lower high if we break above this, which so far we did not. Holding 860 as resistance at this point.
Yeah, I just feel my stop loss is too tight, but look here, the ES could go to the other side at 69.05. And this is really where I want to short the market, guys, here. See, point A, right there. You cannot see it, but oops, what happened? Oop. Some of the code. Point A, right there. Yeah, look at the Russell, guys. The Russell is flying on the upside. Look at the volume indicator, net buyers still in place. My short is not in a good spot yet. My short is not in a good spot yet. My short is not in a great spot here. I'm being caught up in the middle of the range and it's going to cost me. So do I take the $76 or do I take the $130 loss? That's the question. I am being caught up right at the 50-50, guys. Exactly what I didn't want to happen with the indicators. Well, like yesterday we did the 1Trade and we scaled into the 200 points, making over $800 on the stream, guys. Yeah, I'm getting caught up. I told you.
This was almost a 100-point move on this 5-minute bar, Mark.
Yeah. I should have got out though at $76. I just doubled my loss here. And look at the power volume indicator, net buyers, they are going to point A. They are going to point A. They might push it all the way to 950, 25,020 before we have any action. The Russell is flying here to the top of the power indicator here. Look. Power indicator. They are going to the bubbles on everything. I'm going to get stopped, guys. I think I'm going to take this $100, $130 loss here. Because they are going to push it.
Order filled.
I'm out. I took it out myself. At least I took it out. See, it keeps on pushing. So I took the $130. It says that I'm still up $28 for the day, but it's not a good, that was not good. I got caught up. Exactly where I didn't want to get caught up. Around this middle part of the Asia high range. And see, I had the game plan A or B. So let's reassess at A. At point A, I want to reassess the short or not. Yeah. See that volume indicator, Travis? All morning I said kept on going up. Fighting this net buyers right there. See what I mean? Right there, that was the point I should have. What was that? Well, that's the point I got it. So. Here comes this 900. So my game plan was start looking at short 9 30 to 25,020. That's kind of the range I kind of like to see if they are coming for shorts or not. Also, I'm watching very carefully that 689, 690 on SPY. See this area there? This is going to be a real problem, this 689.80 there. We're going to approach, important area there. Drop my glasses. So far, it's coming to our block. Let's see. We are above everything. Let's see. Huge net buyers coming here. Look at the volume indicator, still pushing like huge net buyers now. I would not be surprised we come as close as possible to 25,000 now, guys. Yeah, I've been really caught up in this. I should have gone at $76. That was not very smart. I'm sorry, guys. But all I need is one more trade that works with a couple of contracts, and it's a positive anyway. Actually, I am still positive. My trades and my thing don't look pretty this morning. $28. Well, so much for having a short day. But one more trade, I guess, and we'll be done. This 942 is interesting too because you have London high, you have power indicator, you have division of power indicator on 980. So if I can see some structure recross there around here, let's see. We're coming to the point A on ES, the 6900 ES. The problem is there's more to go on the upside on Russell. Do you see it, Travis? It's 2680. The power indicator shows 2694. There's more to go on Russell. And there's more to go on ES possibly. So this is really a moment of truth here. Do we change structure very fast? Well, notice that the market is coming down. The ATO is coming down. And that's where we started making our move yesterday when the ATO started being less emotional. When the ATO is less emotional now, it's 30 points a minute versus 42 points a minute earlier on. So now they can like maybe structure something. But I see the Russell has more to go on the upside. And the ES too. Not the ES, the SPY, sorry. Also, the power trend box is positive here on ES and SPY now, and NASDAQ, Travis. The net buyers are strong this morning. This is what bothered me to take any shot. See the power indicator here started flipping around 952. It's really strong, making new highs.
Yeah, this is the push. This is the new high from the overnight high, so the pre-market high. So we're above that now. So
The way I see the SPY right now and the RTY is we could push the Nasdaq another 100 or 200 points to the top of the power indicator at 25.2. That would surprise everybody. So I'm waiting. I'm waiting. See, they got me here, Travis, on that recross there. And but the fact is they were holding the 6 p.m. and the open. Yeah. Always analyze the trades, guys. When they go your way, they go against you. Always analyze the trade. I can see where I got caught. The open and the 6 p.m. held perfect, and boom, back up. And also you should have got out here for 60 bucks. This could go to 25,002, guys, if it keeps on going like this. There's very strong net buyers in the market right now. I see the power volume indicator, net buyer. It could come back here and go back up again. Net buyers are in place. There's fuel with true buyers coming here. There's true net buyers coming in the market, guys. Be careful. There's more space left on ES, no, not ES, Russell and SPY to go up. I want to see how the Russell act around 689 and now 689.50. Each time the market goes up like this is the time where I'm thinking, should I buy a little bit more SQQQ in case there is a conflict in the next few days? Do you see what I mean, Travis? Those are the days for the retirement account. I'm like, hey, buy a small 20 shares, 25 shares of SQQQ when the market goes up crazy like this. That's how I do it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to buy 5 now. And if it keeps on going up, I'm going to buy more. What?
Said this is the highest the market's been in a little while, in a few days.
Yeah. So I just bought 5 SQQQ for the small retirement account. And I'm going to, if they go for 25.2, I'll buy more SQQQ just as a protection insurance to the, it's the triple bear NASDAQ as an insurance if they go to war in the next 72 hours. But right now, next target would be 25.2, although, yeah, I'm telling you, there's more space to go up on the SPY to 689 now, 689.50. Same on the Russell. You have also net buyers behind you. You have like a lot of net buyers here coming. The stocks must be squeezed hard as well. Let me see here. Palantir, see, Palantir is getting squeezed back up to the 140. Is it a good day to unload some of your Palantirs? Is it a good day to unload some of your Amazon? Is it a good day to unload some of your stocks here? So what's weak today? Well, also SQQQ, that's why I'm buying a little bit of that. AMD is weak, guys. AMD is weak. You need to be very careful of this divergence relative strength. AMD being weak on a strong day, it is very, very, very bad for AMD. So not to Probably need to sell some AMDs again. So look what I'm going to do now. Did I get filled? I bought 5 SQQQ for $300 on the small company portfolio to create some negative delta protection in case the market rolls back down. So I'm going to buy 20 more right now. And I have 300 shares of SQQQ now. Market goes up, it's fine. I have some Intel, IMRX, URA long. Market goes down, I have some protection. So FYI, guys, I just bought 25 shares of SQQQ as an insurance policy to some of my portfolios. Because those are the best days. Look, if you look at the chart on the triple bear, on the pro share there, when do you want to buy? At the top or at the bottom? Well, I want to buy around here. That's 69 area. Each time it comes here on the pro share, here, here on the division of the power indicator, I like to accumulate my bags for the next 5 years. 5 years, 10 years. When that cycle is going to end, it's going to be very, very ugly. So I'm accumulating. Even here, 64 to 68, I'm accumulating the SQQQ triple bear ETF on my retirement accounts because I still have the Google C. So now look, is it a good short? I mean, we went to the top of the indicator. We rejected the 25,050, but my fear is this on the volume indicator now. I cannot show you. Let me see here. So this is the zip it. My fear now with the volume indicators, they go pull back, new high. Okay, so you need to be careful of that because the market is still very strong. And from what I see, the next target will be 25.2. So do they have the juice to go 25.2 or this is the reject here? So it's a moment of truth here because we reach a lot of extremes. Besides, I see a little bit more space on the Russell and a little bit more space up on the SPY. But we are starting to stretch towards the upper side here. I'm going to clean all the charts. I showed you everything. Since the beginning of the session, I'm clearing everything so I can see the power indicator clearly. I'm going to clear here as well, everything. Clear here as well, everything. So we can focus on the recross on that.
Yeah, I want to see it recross the division here, the upper division of our calculator, which is just above 25,000. If we cross that, maybe retest it.
That volume indicator is very strong. The net buyers are still controlling. See here, try this net buyer, net buyer. The pullback is very shallow here. So I think if you look for the short, the safer short is this. Cross, recross here, retest here towards 945 and go. Everybody clear on the chart? Yes or no? This area right there is the safest point of control for a structure short. Anticipating the short is sorry, a little bit dangerous now. Is everybody clear? I prefer being a little late with structure and the market showing its hand than anticipating because there's nothing worse in trading than anticipating and you get destroyed. Yeah.
All right, I'm taking this short here after you said all that.
Good listening.
My stop is just above the high, so if we make a new high, I'll be out.
I think the volume indicator is still very strong. You need to be careful.
I just hit 1 micro. I'm not going to do size here.
I could see the market pushing to the 25,200 guys before we have a major sell-off, but let's see. I like to see now how the Russell is reacting here, guys, at the top of the power indicator right there and the previous high. I want to see how we react here at the top of this calculator and this division for the ES. And I want to see how we react here at the 689.5 area on SPY before I jump anywhere.
Yep, too strong here.
That's what I told you. I told you, and you took it. I said, this is.
Yeah, well, I mean, my win rate is only 60%, so that means 40% of my trades I lose. That is true.
You don't have the structure. Till you don't have the structure, you don't have the goal.
Well, I had the price action that I just talked about, so I got exactly what I was looking for.
What's happening here is you have such a strong power volume indicator net buyers that you don't have the structure to go short yet. This market could push towards the 200, guys. I'm telling you. So, is the US going to attack, or is the US going to just posture? That's the big question, I think, for the next 3 days. I think the market is not really taking seriously a potential attack in the Gulf here. And I think this attack is not going to last 2 days. It's going to last a couple of weeks. So you need to be careful. I think the market is not prepared for that. This is why if we reach here 25.2, I'm buying more SQQQ. I am not getting crazy tilted on the short side, but I'm definitively putting more delta, negative delta into my retirement portfolio. And I have cash, and I'm a really good spot for the next chapter of the portfolio. And I know I have to make you an update for last year and stuff. And then after that, guys, I'll be done. I will say it in the next video. I will show you the year-to-date on last year's retirement, which has been great. I'll show you the year-to-date for this year, and then I'll be done. I will be a little bit just helping you. I'll be underground. Like I told you yesterday, I need to change the website, but we are not taking any more software users. I am contractually obligated to not take anybody anymore. So I have to put it on the website. I have to give refunds to people who buy. So I have to put it on the website. I have to disable the software buttons as well. That's it. I told you there will be 300 licenses worldwide. Nothing else. The 300 retail Lucky Sperm Club. And after that, it's done. I was contractually obligated. So the guys who are with me, we're going to talk about that tomorrow in the private group. That's it. Yeah, guys, I don't know. I might be done for the day, you know, one trade. You know, I want to see if this thing is rejecting between here and the 200, but I don't want to stay all day either. I have stuff to do. Don't forget, your time is precious. You know, you have to look at your hourly rate, how much you are worth between your company and your other stuff, and figure, is it worth for me to stare at the screen for the next 3 hours? That being said, I'll stay around till 10:30, I guess, but I have a feeling they are going to grind, you know, between this 25,080 here to this 25,002, and then they might get rejected. It's coming to very, very important resistance here. You know, I want to watch what's happening at the 689, 690 here, SPY. So is it time to bail off of AMD? Really? Let me see. Fucking I mean, I've reduced already, and it's at the bottom of the box here. Let's delete all the drawing and put the power indicator here. Let's go to a weekly chart. AMD is at a critical moment, guys. This Victor Sparandeo middle part of 192 with the gap here is critical. So I think it'll shit the bed a lot very, very fast if we go below 172, because it pushes you at 129 after that. On AMD, it pushes you here. So this 172, 180 area becomes extremely important for AMD, for the holders of AMD, because look here, the power trend box, it starts struggling. Do we go here, or do we start filling the gap or rejecting the gap lower high, going 129? Yeah, this is going to be critical to watch here on AMD. Let's look at Palantir. Yeah, Palantir the same. It's already destroyed Victor Sparandeo 142, 147. Until it regains the 150, I'm not really excited about Palantir here, guys. I see it more as an opportunity for you to unload some of your Palantir here. Possibility of Palantir going to 105, guys. I would not be surprised Palantir goes back all the way to 65 again, to those division of the power indicator, 55, 65. Be very careful of Palantir, guys. Everybody clear? If this is helpful, your likes, comments appreciated on the feed, you know. And if you use prop firms, the two only prop firms that I really like is Lucid right now and Take Profit Trader. I think they are reliable. They play no games, they pay. And they're American-based companies, so I think that'll be very, very good. I hope you are right, Kathy. I hope you're right, but I think you're wrong with Iran and what's going on. I hope you're right, but I think you're wrong. I think you're wrong. They are talking. They are not reaching an agreement. And the U.S. sent, did the U.S. send 35, 50 jets yesterday, Travis? Travis, you follow that better than me. No?
I haven't been paying attention to that stuff, quite honestly.
It's,
I know they did send a carrier over there. I don't know if that's what you're talking about.
they sent the jets yesterday, guys.
Yeah, that's the USS Abraham.
So they might try to negotiate, but they are really posturing very aggressively for an attack, guys. You are going to know within the next 3 days. We are really going to know if Iran attacks within the next 3 days to 7 days. And you know what? It's easy to tell. Go here on the power indicator 1 chart and look at the crude. Look what's the crude doing. Does the crude posture like what? Let's look at the daily chart of the crude. I don't know. The crude is going to tell you guys. Look at the daily chart on the crude. We just took the last 2 days. So look, we took this high, we took this high, we're making new high. So what does that tell you? As of today, the market is a little nervous there on the crude. So put your trend line like this. And if we start breaking here, this 65, this crude is going to fly to 72. Because if they choke the Strait of Hormuz, what's going to happen? It's coming straight there for sure. At the minimum, it could go at the top of the power indicator back at 82. We could have a supply shock. Do you see the potential of what's happening here on the crude? Everybody on the stream, give me a quick yes, no. Right now, you need to keep an eye on the crude pricing. That gives you a little bit more of an edge to know if they're going to attack or not. And if I follow price action, the past 2 days highs have been taken. Does that make sense, everybody on the stream? I'm giving you gold, but you cannot see it or what? Look at this. High, high, boom, new highs, guys. Yeah. That means the last 72 hours, there's a little bit more nervousness coming into what could happen. You just see it by your daily chart. You don't need to, like if we take this high now, this 65, I would be nervous, man, that it goes to 72. Okay? So watch this 65, then 72 on the crude, because that's it. You know? If there was really what you say, Kathy, you would not see that daily candle above the last 2 days candles. Does that make sense, Kathy? The price action tells you that the negotiations are not going the way they should go. So if they break 65, then you'll see a 72 coming in the power indicators. It's just price action tells you everything. You know, the best geopolitical traders in the world for crude, the best quant, the best engineers, the best knowledge, everything is included in your price action. Price action is in your candle. The candle is reflecting daily high in the past 3 days. I hope this is helpful, guys, but if it's not, it's fine. I'm going to go, I think. Let's see what's happening on this NQ, and otherwise I'll go. I'll be 1Trade and done. Cannot do 200 points every day like yesterday. Yeah. Don't have my structure, guys. I'm not getting my structure for the short. It's still strong. Because now my fear is, does the power indicator goes here and back up, and that brings you to the 25,200. So I need to start seeing a structure even on the power indicator net seller making here, making like this, and then having a little bit of a divergence between price and power indicator net buyer, net seller. So I don't even have that right now. I have a sideways price, a sideways VI, volume indicator. So, and I have a descending ATR, which the market is coming down, less emotional. And so it's holding here. Okay. Did you get out of your trade, Travis?
Yeah, I got stopped out on the push to new highs there.
Yeah. Another 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I'll be out of here, and I'll be one trade, and that's it, done. I guess the trade was when it held here, repassed the high of the open range, and repassed the intranight ranges, was at the very least to get out. Would have reduced by half. What was bothering me to take it is the red dash above at 945 was right there, and I was like, I'm chasing. So I didn't want to chase it, really. I see the price action this morning more as a short squeeze so far, but we'll see. Market has held very, very strong the 200 moving average, guys, everywhere. I am not a big fan of moving averages, but the 200 is kind of the GoDaddy of all mother or average. And the 200 has been held in the markets. Let's see what happens to our important markets with no indicators. Not this one. Here. So let's see what's up here. Silver. See, this is interesting to me. We have been selling off discreetly very strongly on the bonds. The bonds have been selling discreetly. The yield has gone down a lot in the past 2 weeks. This is interesting to me because we're on the verge to potentially break that yield here. So is it good for the market? Is it bad for the market? What is that telling us? Right? I find it interesting. Well done. You are on the chop zone now, right, Travis? If I look at my charts, you have been on the chop zone 10, 17 for the past 12 minutes. Chop, 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 chop suey. Guys, I will be in the private room tomorrow. I am done. One trade, one loser. I'll take it. That's how I roll. I'll go at the gym later on. I have a lot of shit to do. I don't have my structure on the downside yet. I'm looking to see, but I suspect they might go like this now. Here, 25,000, 15, 25,000, 20. Surprise everybody again, 230, and back down. Okay? I love you all, everybody. I'll take the L, the loss, one trade, one loss, and I stick to this principle that can save your life if I can find the coins, but I cannot find them, which is no more than 3 trades a day per account and rotate 2 losers you done for the day on this particular account. I hope it was helpful. You know, I could stay here all day long and all day long like the other YouTubers, and I promise you I'll nail it and finish up money, but this is not how I roll. You protect your mental capital, you protect the numbers of trades you do, you have minimum loss. You know, I think I lost $130. This is not even half of an hour. So it's just that you don't understand. You understand. On a 150K account, $500 is 1 hour of risk. So actually, you know, I should do the feed like this now. Plus 5 hours, plus 2 hours, or whatever. You know. So $500 is 1 hour. 250 is half. Right? And half of a half, which is 1/4, I guess, is 125. So I pretty much lost 125, which means I lost nothing. And yesterday, one trade, 200 points, and over $800 closed by the time I was done. And that's it. I need to see structure. I don't have the structure here to do the trade. So you cannot force the trade just to be a monkey on a string. That does not work. I love you all. I'll see you next week, guys, on Tuesday at 9:20. And I'll see everybody else in the private room. Travis, take care. Don't overtrade, guys. If you want to trade the short side today, tomorrow, wait for the cross here, the recross of this area, which is roughly 936, and let it go. Then you have the structure. Otherwise, be very careful to be caught in 25,010 retest, 25,230, and then in rejects. Love you all, everybody. I hope it was helpful. Your likes, comments appreciated, and I hope you appreciated the entire week. You take care, everybody. And we'll finish by our little musica. Take care. You have a great day, great week, everyone.
Never ever give up. I almost let go 1,000 times. Traded my sleep for a shot at consistency. Blood and tears fell through long, lonely weeks. My dream kept me going when I felt too weak. Whoa, never give up through blood, tears, and success. I